So today I'm taking 2 panels down and trying to put 4 up. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully I can fit them. So ladder's coming out. Alright, so this is my roof. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to remove these, maybe cut those shorter so the panels can go over them, so I can move it further up, so I can fit another panel here, and then another panel will go here, and then hopefully a panel can fit here, but I'm not sure. You might have to go this way, and then come to about here, so we can still walk along the corner here to get to the back. Because I want to be able to still use the back area. But yeah, like looking at this, oh, I've like locked one in here. All right, that's locked in by that one, so I should be able to move everything. Oh god, this is gonna be painful to get out. Done a really good job of securing them in. Let's figure this out. Got all the knives I need. It's a bit of shame that I have to remove this one because this one is just so perfect, like absolutely perfect. Everything still opens perfectly. Oh, well, it's locked, but you get the idea. It's a shame, but got it up. I have to cut the cables and make them safe and get the other one off. So I met a guy at a couple of campsites away. What was the guy's name that we got on really well with as a family? They've got a Facebook.
Up in May.
Yeah. What's their Facebook, remember?
They don't have a Facebook. They don't use it.
I thought they had something.
Yeah,
The Johnsons?
Yeah, the Johnsons, but they don't use it.
Yeah, Journey with the Johnsons, that's the one. Yeah, look them up, Journey with the Johnsons. And he put his solar panels like extra high, like you see how ours are like you can't really even fit a finger under that. Like you actually can't. He put his like that high up, and it's really clean underneath. And he said like, yeah, if you have them up, they never gets dirty underneath. I mean, like I'm not too fussed because like this is after like 2 years, and it's just a couple leaves. But yeah, he's got a point. If you want it to stay clean underneath the solar panel, lift them up a bit higher so you can clean under, or the wind can go under them a bit. But yeah, obviously it comes with disadvantages. The wind might get under it while you're driving, maybe more wind resistance. I'm not really too sure, but it's probably got more advantages than it has disadvantages. I only have the ones that I'm taking off these, so it's going to be the same height. I might be able to make it a little bit higher, but probably not much higher. But yeah, that's it so far. And this is the glass with the infinity mirror. So, and they just found out that the old panels are actually a little bit longer than the new ones, so I should be able to fit the other one here. I might still go like that though, just so I can fit another couple there. But yeah, we'll suss it out as I go. Both panels are off. I'm gonna clean it up, get all these leaves off. Looks like the wind's doing it for me. I really hope it doesn't rain. It's gonna make it very hard for the next panels to go on, since I'm using silicon. And probably use silicon and screws, because yeah, screws can rust out. I've had 2 screws rust out before, and I was like just turning them, and they just kept turning, and they didn't actually come out. It's because they were all rusted. So now I silicon over the screws and around the screws as they go in, so that it kind of puts a silicon layer. It's a bit unfortunate when I was taking off. This is another bad side of gluing things down. If you glue something down, it can just like tear off a bit of the actual cover, and then once that's torn off, you know, like when you think about it, you're not gluing it to the wood, you're gluing it to the cover. So if that does just like pull off, as you can see, it's not like, you know, it's strong, but I think screws is a good idea as well if you can do both. Like this is wood, so you can. With a car, you can't, but it's obviously pretty strong with a car. I glue the whole way around. With this, it's just like a little patch of glue. But yeah, I think both is good, and I think I might use the that blue paint waterproof sealant over this stuff. And the solar panels are going over this anyway, but yeah, some sticky sealant is going to be good to keep it all waterproof, because it's better than silicon. Because silicon you can kind of rub off. That's like a kind of like a tar almost, that stuff. So yeah, next panel's going on. Show when it's clean. Clean enough. Just brushed it, no water. And now the sun's coming, I can see if these still work. Now let me show you a difference in the newness. So they're about the same size, they're the same height. That one's just a bit further forward, so it looks a bit smaller, but the same size. This one is 130 watt, so it can output 7.68 amps. This one can output 11 amps. Well, operating is 10, but it's high voltage as well. But yeah, 200 watts, so 12 kilos. What's this one? Let's say 14 kilos. So this is heavier and less power, and this would have been like the quality panel at the time. Yeah, you can tell it's thinner glass. It's probably thinner but tempered or something, or stronger. You can also see a huge copper strip down the center. They're also supposed to be like really good in angled light and such, and partially shaded. Because as you can see, these ones have like big cells, and these ones have loads of small ones, like heaps and heaps of tiny ones, the split cells. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool quality and year differences. Yeah, pretty cool. 130 watt, 200 watt, same size, and it's lighter. Gotta love technology. I'm gonna get 4 of these bastards on the roof. So, new revelation. I've found out that these panels, let me just give you a bit of paint. These panels are 20 volt panels. I just disconnected them all from the solar controller and tested the open cell voltage, and it's 20 volts, or 40 volts because they're in series. These ones are 23, so I'm gonna have them in series, so it's gonna make it 46 volts, which means they're not really compatible with running in parallel with these ones. I just checked these ones' maximum output that we were getting before when the sun was absolutely blaring. We'll probably get a little bit better when it's dead center and they were clean, but it was getting 6 amps from all of them. Obviously, if they're clean, maybe 10 amps, and if the sun's straight above, I'd say maybe 10. They were always kind of When they were brand new, they were pretty good, but I think lately we've been getting what, like 23 amps max?
Yeah, but that was with these as well.
Yeah, with the old ones. So this also perfectly fits. How good is that? So I'll probably figure out how I'm gonna space them all out, get the other one up here. But yeah, I think we're gonna take these down because we can't run them on the same controller. And if we're buying another controller for 10 amps, is there much point? Also, with all of these, when they get full power, we'll get 60 amps out of it. Our controller's a 50 amp controller. So most of the time, if it's when the sun is blaring down, we'll be hitting maximum anyway. So there's probably no point having extras running anyway. So
Guess
what?
You get extra cabling.
That's true. I don't know if I want to use these cables though. They look pretty,
But you do have them.
Yep. And because these used to give out more power than the ones that were here, I ran thicker cables to these ones. So now I can use the thicker cables from these ones on the good ones, which would be good. It's also running just down there, straight into the controller, instead of going all the way down to the back of the caravan, underneath the caravan, then back up, and then into the controller, and then out from the controller down. So it'll be way more efficient that way as well. So it should be good. I'm really happy this fits, because that would have been annoying. Because like, what are the chances? Just look at that. I like the idea of being able to chill on the... Like, I really like being able to get up here, like when we have the ladder here, because it can't fall, slide side to side. And then we used to be able to have, you know, a bench here, then we can get up and we can walk to the back. If there's something here, we can't. Unless we put it like, I was thinking if we have them sideways, going down here, then we can at least step here, because they'll probably be going like that maybe. I'm not too sure. But the idea is this, off the edge a little, and then another one here, and then possibly down here and down here with that missing, and I'll trim those because those will be covered by this, so I don't really need like a little mushroom head thing. I don't think so. It's just because of this thing though. Extractor fan.
I need that.
Yeah, kind of, even though I don't use it. We just use this. Yeah, I still don't understand how the rain doesn't like just get in there. I guess it's insulated and it just pours out there maybe, I'm not too sure. But we don't get leaks inside, so it obviously works. Yep, exciting stuff. So these things, goodbye. These ones, pop, 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 I think. Let's get started. So to fit the solar panels, I'm gonna have to cut these down to like here. And obviously the rain's not gonna get under the solar panel and up and then down. So I'm gonna cut them and I'm gonna put some fly screen on that, because look at that. That is a goddamn spider's nest. Same with the other one. So that's gonna help. Bit of fly screen, stop some insects getting in. This is a great example on if you don't stick things down, screws aren't always enough. So this is this thing here. It's stuck down and screwed, but yeah, this screw has been in for 10 years, and yeah, not a lot left. And I would say a strong wind comes, if this wasn't glued, the screws would probably not be enough. Because yeah, it's more of a nail at this point really. God damn it, it's raining. Yeah. And just like that, we're all done. Look how much space we've got to walk around. Heaps. Because yeah, we obviously could never walk there. It's, you know, it's fiberglass and it's not for taking weight. This is strong. And it's all the area, and there's all the pipes and vents and stuff there. So yeah, all the unusable space. I mean, that bit right there was probably pretty usable, but you know, it's usable with solar panel now. And that is, yeah, check it out. We got almost touching. It just passes, and it's literally over part of that. So it is it's a perfect fit. And we're getting 6 amps in at like this time. We're like, can't even, the sun's not even hitting him, and we're getting 6 amps. Incredible. Incredible. I can't wait for tomorrow to see what we get. Oh yeah, and the guy in this caravan, super nice. He had a bit of a leak, so I let him use some silicone. Oh yeah, I just already threw down. He came over when I finished and gave me a beer. How nice is that, dude? It's actually really tasty. The people you meet, hey? Pretty awesome. I'm really glad I got that done. And I got really sunburnt. And look at that, we're getting 34 amps, and it went up to 50 when the sun was actually out, because like it is super overcast today. There's actually a little bit of blue now, which is nice, but yeah, the sun is clearly in the clouds, and we're still getting, oh, it's dicking around a little bit more. Must be some thicker clouds, but yeah, it's working. So we just weighed it all, we cut it all up, all the panels, and I think after all the panels we took off and the panels we put back on, I think we only gained like what, like 2 kilos or something?
But if we didn't gain anything, I think
If we even gain anything, yeah, it's pretty even. So we didn't really lose or gain, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, quality panels, already worth it, because yeah, we've gotten 50 amps from it, which is our maximum the solar controller can put out. We probably could get 60 if we had the right controller, but I think 50 is pretty damn good for our needs. Quality panels.